Bruce Anthony Johannesson, or you may know him as C.C. DeVille, was born on May 14, 1962, and is the lead guitarist of the multi-platinum selling glam metal band Poison. His work with the band has sold over 45 million records worldwide, including 15 million in the United States. And he named himself after his favorite car, the Cadillac Coupe DeVille. He's also acted in both reality television and television drama. He starred in The Surreal Life Season 6 and The Surreal Life Fame Games, and DeVille also formed a solo band in 1998 called Samantha 7. In 2015, DeVille is ranked at number 1 by VH1 as the most underrated hair metal guitarist of the 1980s. And I would have to agree. Born in the Bay Ridge area of Brooklyn, New York, his interest in music began at age 2 while watching the Beatles perform on The Ed Sullivan Show. DeVille began playing the guitar at the age of 5 after he was given a $27 Japanese Telecaster copy. As his love of music grew, he began listening to bands such as Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, the Rolling Stones, David Bowie, Aerosmith, Van Halen, The Who, Cheap Trick, New York Dolls, Queen, and especially Kiss. At the age of 18, DeVille auditioned for and eventually joined the band Lace, based in Borough Park, Brooklyn, New York, which adopted a highly sexual glam image. It was during this time that DeVille began writing the song Talk Dirty to Me, which would later appear on Poison's first album, Look at What the Cat Dragged In. DeVille began studying music theory at the New York University, but never completed his studies. Instead, he moved to Los Angeles in 1981 and played in various bands, including Screaming Mimi, Lace Slip, and St. James, before auditioning for Poison. DeVille's audition impressed drummer Ricky Rocket and bassist Bobby Dahl, but angered vocalist Bret Michaels. DeVille refused to play the songs that had been given to him as preparation, and instead jammed with a guitar riff he had written. The riff, which would eventually be featured in the Poison single Talk Dirty to Me, would ultimately launch the band's career. Slash, who would go on to fame with Guns N' Roses, also auditioned for the position and made it to the final 3, but lost to DeVille. In his autobiography, Slash acknowledged discomfort with Poison's image when Ricky Rocket suggested that Slash wear makeup and change his clothing style. DeVille co-wrote Poison's debut album with Bret Michaels, Bobby Dahl, and Ricky Rocket, Look What the Cat Dragged In. It was released on August 2, 1986. It included the hits Talk Dirty to Me, I Want Action, and I Won't Forget You. Sales for the album topped 3 million copies in the United States. CC also wrote much of the material for Poison's second album, the multi-platinum selling Open Up and Say, which released on May 21, 1988, and would ultimately go on to sell 8 million copies worldwide. It included the hit song Nothing But a Good Time, co-written by CC, and Poison's only #1 single, Every Rose Has Its Thorn. In 1990, Poison released the multi-platinum selling Flesh and Blood, an album which was again largely written by CC. During this period, DeVille also performed lead guitar on Warren's hit song Cherry Pie from the album Cherry Pie. While touring in support of Flesh and Blood, and despite Poison's success, substance abuse and tensions with other members of the band, particularly lead singer Bret Michaels, led to conflict within the band. Leading up to the release of the live album Swallow This Live, conflict between Michaels and DeVille culminated in a fistfight backstage at the 1991 MTV Video Music Awards after CC played the wrong song, playing Talk Dirty to Me instead of Unskinny Bop, and being high and intoxicated during the performance. Asked to quit, CC DeVille left Poison and was replaced by guitarist Richie Kotzen. Following his departure from Poison, DeVille formed Needle Park, a band that also featured vocalist Kelly Hansen, bassist Tommy Henriksen, and drummer James Kotick, and recorded Hey Good Lookin' for the soundtrack to the Pauly Shore movie Son-in-Law. Samantha 7 was a short-lived band composed of guitarist C.C. DeVille, guitarist Ty Longley, bassist Chris Barato, and drummer Francis Ruiz. They played at Woodstock 1999. Originally, the band's name was the Stepmothers, but the band was forced to change their name following a legal dispute with another band of the same name. DeVille can be heard referring to this band as the Stepmothers in a Behind the Music interview. Samantha 7 released the self-titled album Samantha 7 in 2000 and toured the US and UK in support of that record, and it was released on Columbia Portrait. The Samantha 7 song I Wanna Be Famous would later be used in the opening of the reality show The Surreal Life Fame Games, in which C.C. DeVille starred. DeVille regained contact with his ex-bandmates from Poison in 1996 and made a successful return to the band for the Greatest Hits reunion tour in 1999. Several shows were recorded and released as a studio album, live album, hybrid release in the following year titled Power to the People. DeVille continues to record and perform with Poison. When asked why he played a Marshall, C.C. cranked it all the way up and said, quote, "because it sounds like this," unquote, and hit a big kerrang of a power chord. Nothing but respect for C.C. He's one hell of a talent. So now let's look at some of his stuff.